Alright, what is up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Lou Streets, and I am back with another video. And in this video, Mortal Kombat released the first look, well, not the first look, but like an extra look of Conan versus Johnny Cage. I think it might just be an intro, but let's see what it's about. The blood of his enemies will stain the realms. Witness Conan the MK1. Trailer drops this Thursday. So the trailer comes out, what's today's date? The 13th, so the trailer comes out the 16th? 16th? Okay. Let's see what it's about.
Sign with me and you'll be swimming in box office gold.
Gold. You have my attention.
My attention. I said I'm not gonna dunk on MK, so I'm gonna try not to, but hold up. Let me see that one more time. I don't really like how his body looked. His model, I know that's how Arnold was shaped back then, but
sign with me and you'll
looks
be
a little
swimming in box office
strange.
gold.
Gold.
Almost like you're wearing a muscle suit. It don't look like real muscles. Let me pause it. Hold up. I mean, when it's there, when you're just looking at it, I mean, on one hand, I don't love how it looks because it looks a little funny. At the same time, if it's accurate to the lore, that is what Arnold looked like back then, right? You kind of see like the really wide pecs. You know there was some steroid usage going on back then. Kind of funny abs, funny shape. Hips going straight down into the larger quads. No real hip area, no real glutes. That's the part that look funny because he ain't got no glutes, right? Pause. I know y'all gonna try to cook me for that, but pause. But let me rewind for another shot. Okay, that looks a little bit better. The top of the sword is like really, really small. You can barely see it. I wish they would have made the sword a little more visible from this angle. Okay, right there you can kind of see it. Face model. I don't want to bash it because I said I'm not gonna bash Mortal Kombat 1 anymore. I'm only gonna be fair and objective, so I'm not gonna bash it. I'm not gonna use negative language. However, do you guys like how this looks? Does it look interesting? Even if you was to skip to Johnny, let me fast forward to Johnny, right? Let's just look at Johnny. Johnny and Sonya look pretty detailed, granted they're original Mortal Kombat characters, right? So it's off the top of the dome because of how they want to create them. But let's look back at Conan. He doesn't look a little strange. Like, look at his face. Look at his teeth. He like this. I don't know, bro. And then the thing is, the trailer comes out Thursday. Does he come out next Tuesday? I forgot the date off the top of my dome. No, next Tuesday is the 21st. He comes out next Tuesday. So there really hasn't been any hype around this character. All right, let's watch this one more time. I want to see what they said on Twitter. Let's rewind this. This is on Facebook. Let's watch it one more time. I said I'm not dunking on Mortal Kombat 1 no more, bro. I'm not going to dunk on the game.
Sign with me and you'll be swimming in box office gold.
Gold. You have my attention.
You have my attention. Let me see that one more time. Let me see him as he brings the sword down. Yeah, man, I mean, trailer drops Thursday, so we'll see some gameplay. Then we're gonna review the gameplay and act like we're excited about it. But hey, man, I said I'm not gonna bash on it anymore. Looking at the reactions, it's got 1.8 thousand reactions. Got some people laughing at it. Let me see if I can see the numbers out of curiosity what we got here. Okay, 1.2 likes, 430 heart reactions, 144 laughs. So it wasn't too much hating. It wasn't too much hating. People seem to like it. All right, let's go see what they're saying over on Twitter about this. So we got the video up here up top. I'm just scrolling to the replies because we saw the video on Facebook. Adonis Prom says, I ain't coming back. I like to see radical changes to the game. And no, I'm not saying removing cameos, but I know they're not willing to change up the gameplay. The poke meta, the slow ass strings, the characters have no role from MKX, and a real push block. So he just don't like Mortal Kombat 1 in general. Let's see, we got a Devoro player here. Nobody asks for Conan. If you're gonna add guests, at least do characters that fans actually want. Can't forget to mention it's very disappointing that you guys still haven't added one singular female guest character in all the years this franchise has been out. Is that true? I didn't know that. That's crazy. I didn't know that at all. The homie Battle says his honest reaction looks like you're not fucking with it. That is in Major Merida Amiga. Well, I know Amiga means friend. I don't know like what the rest of it means, but it's like they ain't fucking with it. Oh, they kind of trolling. Oh my God, I can't wait. But it's got the Andrew Tate face, so I think that they're being sarcastic. This is so hilarious. Who is this guy, man? So Sidious must be a younger player. This guy went over Jade and Sonya. Y'all literally had an entire month to promote this character. Oh, but Ghostface gets promoted, but not Conan. Yeah, I don't know anymore. So it's funny that he said that because the one thing is Ghostface was actually fun. The Scream movie was recent, and I think there was just more hype around Ghostface. I feel like they really haven't been promoting Conan. Because to be honest with you, I almost forgot that Conan was coming out. I really legit almost forgot. And then people start asking like, yo, where's Conan? And I'm like, oh, that's right. Mortal Kombat 1 still has more DLC left. And the thing that's funny about me saying that is because the one that I'm most excited about is T-1000. But they've been so quiet on communication since their game is pretty much taking a dive that I just forgot the DLC was coming. I'm excited for T-1000. I hope T-1000 is as fun as Ghostface. And the problem was I really enjoyed Ghostface, but then they took his knife cancels away, so now he's just not as fun to play. Like, remember, I was playing Ghostface a lot like the first 2 or 3 weeks he came out. They took away his knife cancels like a month ago. They're still gone, so I haven't been playing it. This screams lack of effort and lack of care. So bad, this game is dead. Now, TJ is kind of saying what I'm saying. Let me go back and look one more time. I don't know if this appearance represents we really, really love. Like, look at that. Like, look at that. I don't want to bash the game. I'm not trying to bash the game. I'm trying to be objective here and say in the 80s, if you were on steroids and you were Arnold Schwarzenegger, this is kind of what his body would look like. But the face model, the face render, I don't know, bro. Let's zoom in and see the face. Let's see the face. I mean, yeah, he even got the Arnold gap in his teeth. I do appreciate the gap in his teeth, but I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I do not know. It almost reminds me of Kevin Sorbo's as Conan. Didn't Kevin Sorbos or Soros, whatever his name, didn't he play Conan? What's his name? Kevin Sorbo? Kevin Soros? You guys know who I'm talking about. I think it's Kevin Sorbo. But he played Conan 2 on TV. Now, you know who they should have brought? You know what would have been really fun if they did this? They should have brought Xena Warrior Princess. That way, it would have solved what dude said about having a female guest character, and she still would be in the same vein as Conan. They should have brought Xena. That's what they should have did. They should have brought Xena. She was fine as hell. She was hella fine. Let's go see some more comments before we wrap this up. 5 days before he comes out, smallest gap between trailer and release we've ever had. So they killing it. That's great, but I'm still waiting for some buffs for Shao. I thought you guys were done with the game. Okay, somebody's trolling as far as saying like they actually talking about it. They think we care at this point. Yeah, it's really getting a lot of negative reaction. This is the official Mortal Kombat account. Not worth reinstalling the game for. All 2 Conan fans feel excited right now. That is one thing that I will say in regards to this character. Like, I'm an older gamer, so I was around back. I mean, and I was young then. So like, even when Conan was out, Conan is so old that I was like a child when he was out, and I only remember him so much. Like, I remember him because he was Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I remember him more because Arnold Schwarzenegger was big back then. Not so much that Conan was like the man. It was just that Arnold Schwarzenegger was like the guy for like action movies and shit like that. So it is kind of funny that they ran with this choice of all things. Hope this shrine is updated with some skins and not empty again. This is still not out. Was expecting a Liquid Metal Boy by now to get it together. I do want T-1000. That's what I really want. As someone who loves MK1, it's impossible. Okay, we got somebody who loves the game. So this is our first semi-positive comment, but then let's see what they say. As someone who loves MK1, it's impossible to defend it. With all the rumors about the game, one could assume the company would do anything to dismiss them, but they did exactly the opposite by not communicating anything about those rumors, nor the next DLC. And that's what I was kind of saying in one of my recent videos, is like, I remember they said communication was going to be a real thing, and honestly, it feels that ever since this game has been not accepted to the extent at which they would like, the communication has been just going. Like, I really don't remember the last time that they had the Ghostface knife cancels, and they talked about those would be returned, but they haven't been returned yet. That's like the last communication I remember. Like, I think the reason I stopped bashing on Mortal Kombat 1 is because I kind of feel bad for him, because obviously I want to support the game. I want to support that team. I want to support Ed Boon. I want to support this milestone of a franchise that's been around my entire life since I was like 9 or 10 years old. But the reality is just like, bro, they just missed on this one. They just missed. And it seems like they're not doing a lot to reconcile their miss. I know that they really can't. The funny thing is, if they didn't have cameos, this game would probably be accepted well. But it's like, when you center the game around something that people really don't like, or that people have a chance of not liking, it's hard to redeem yourself. And then it's like, you can't really make the characters too crazy because they gotta fit in with the cameos. And then the characters that are super crazy, like Havoc, Ermac, Noob Saibot, characters like that, people just play all those characters now, so you don't really get any variety. So it's like, they just kind of put themselves in between a rock and a hard place. And I think I'm just done complaining about the game, because I kind of said early on, this game is going to be what it is based on the fact that cameos are the cornerstone of the game. So we got to just accept that. And so I don't really want to bash it no more. But I mean, it's kind of like, it's almost like we're just watching the game, waiting for it to die so we can get the announcement of the next game, whenever that may be. I didn't even check the numbers for Evo. I know people had that joke that was floating around last week about Evo saying, or not Evo, but the FGC account saying that there was only going to be 15 players for Mortal Kombat, which was just like a running joke. But I want to see what those official numbers are, because I think last year was like 400 and something. If Mortal Kombat doesn't hit 200 players, that would be, I don't know, like, it's almost like beating a dead horse, kicking them while they down. I don't want to keep dogpiling on Mortal Kombat, but yeah, man, it's just I don't know, bro. It's just not it right now. Let me read a few more comments so we're gonna wrap this up. Buzzing for not as much hype for my guy Ghostface and T1000, but hopefully he's improved. Yeah, I just think that from a character perspective, Ghostface and T1000 are just interesting, and it's not really necessarily like an age thing, because T1000 isn't too far off from Arnold Schwarzenegger back in Conan the Barbarian, maybe like a 10-year difference, 10 to 15-year difference, but T1000 was just very iconic, and he's not in many games. I just don't think that people really care about Conan overall, and it's other characters in newer games that seem very similar to Conan, like T-Hawk from Street Fighter in a way. What's the guy's name? Tusk? I'm not a Killer Instinct player, but I think Tusk is his name. I think that character. You got Kotal Khan in Mortal Kombat. Like, it's other characters that kind of resemble him, whereas there's really nobody out there like T1000 except maybe like Glacius from Killer Instinct, right? So I think that's just the difference in how they dropped the ball, as far as like nobody really cares about Conan, and that's just more of like a selection era, more so than like making him fun on the game. Like, I think even if he's fun on the game, people still won't play him because they won't feel like any emotional attachment to him. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. This Thursday is stacked. Conan and the NES Switch 2 reveal. Doubleheader action. Who needs sleep when you got this? See, some people do love it. On occasion, some people do love it. This guy looks a little bit older. I'm just looking at his face. He looks a little bit older to kind of be familiar with Conan, but overall, he's just not the greatest selection. I guess I don't want to keep reading comments here, but what do you guys think, man? Do you think that there's going to be, I don't want to say a successful turnout of Evo, because I mean, it can't possibly be better than last year. I mean, there's a possibility because the game has improved some since then, even though the reputation it's almost like the reputation of the game is taking a dive, while some things in the game have improved. So I wonder if that'll meet somewhere in the middle when it comes to Evo, right? But overall, like, are you guys excited about Conan? Does seeing this face model make you feel any better about what we have coming here? This face model looks good right here. I think it's the zoomed out one that doesn't look that great. But like, when you see his face model and you see how he looks, does this excite you to play Conan when he's standing here with, gold gets my attention? Let's watch it one more time and we're gonna wrap this video up. Gold gets my attention. One last time. Conan the Barbarian trailer on Thursday. Full character release on Tuesday.
Sign with me and you'll be swimming in box office gold.
Gold, you have my attention.
My attention. You have my attention. Woo! Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Till the next time, it's your boy Blue Streets. I am out. Why do you do that so recklessly? Stop it. Doing that shit no more.